Hello, I am Richard. I am one of the hosts for this year's 7th annual Campfire Chili Cook-Off at Sleeping Bear Retreat. My co-host isn't with me here today. His name is Jam Tool. You'll be able to find him on the Facebook page. We'll show him as a co-host under the name Chase Tool. You can message either one of us if you have any questions or concerns. I am posting this video to explain the rules, get a little more specific with it. I'll post a list of the rules as well, but this is just kind of to answer any questions that you might have and go into a little more detail. So bear with me here. I'll make this as short as I can, but I do want to make sure to thoroughly explain everything. So first off, if you plan on coming, please try to send us a message and let us know you're coming just so we can be a little more prepared for a more specific number. You can send it to me, send it to the co-host on Facebook, or you can just leave a comment on this video, or however you want to get a hold of us is fine. When you get there, whether it's the day of or the day before, if you plan on camping, get a hold of one of us and we will tell you where to go. If you just pick a random spot, that probably won't work. We have designated fire pits, and which is going to be your spots for cooking, so we'll assign one to you and figure out where you're going to be. So just get a hold of one of us when you show up there, and we'll place you where you're supposed to go. Next, it is a 2-gallon minimum on the pot of chili. You can make more if you want to. You can make a 5-gallon pot. That's fine. Some people will. But 2 gallons is the minimum, just so we know that there's going to be plenty for the people coming through and tasting. Next, all prep work must be done on site. No pre-chopping, dicing, slicing, opening, anything like that outside and bringing it there. All of your vegetables must be cut there. Cans are perfectly allowed if you want to bring cans of beans, cans of tomatoes, something like that, but the can must be cracked open there on site next to your chili pot and campfire. No canned chili, of course. No buying a can of chili and adding something to it and calling it yours and passing it off. You must make your own chili. But canned beans, canned tomatoes, stuff like that is just fine. Sorry. Smoked meats are allowed. Some people like to put smoked meat in their chili. We understand that. But the smoking must be done on site. So if you have to bring a little smoker or a little fire box for your campfire to smoke there that way, or if there's some other way you want to do it, that's fine. But it has to be done on site next to your chili pot there with us. No smoking it somewhere else and bringing it in. No buying somebody else's smoked meat and bringing it in. You have to do all the cooking yourself, and it has to all be done there. It is going to be over a campfire. It's the Campfire Chili Cook-Off. Only use our designated fire pits that we have there. If we by some chance run out of fire pits, we can set up another one. That's no problem. But don't just do it yourself. Don't set a fire in the grass. Don't make your own fire. Don't dig a hole, anything like that. Let us know. But we will know because we'll be placing you where it is. Just use the fire pits we have provided and not your own. Don't make a fire out of nowhere. Let's see. Be prepared for the weather. It gets cold. It gets a little hotter than normal. It could be sunny. There could be a tiny bit of rain. It could be snowing a little bit. We just don't know. It snowed before. It's in November. So be prepared for the weather. Bring a jacket. You might need it. If you want to bring an umbrella or anything to cover your stuff or anything like that, just be prepared for it yourself, as we all will be too. Camping is not required if you're a cook, but you absolutely can camp. So the Chili Cook-Off is on Saturday the 8th. On Friday the 7th, if you want to come out there, we'll give you your spot. I'll be camping out there. My partner will be camping out there. And we'll give you your spot. You can set up a tent. You can sleep in a hammock, whatever you want to do. And actually, it's probably not a great spot for a hammock. But you can camp out however you want. Just lay under the stars, throw up a little tent, however you want. And you can go ahead and start making your chili if you want. A lot of people know chili's better the second day, so you'll start cooking your chili then. Get your prep work done. Let it simmer all night. Whatever you want to do is fine. So camping is not required, but it does give you a little more time to work on things. So you can show up day of or the day before, and we'll go ahead and get you camping. Now, as far as actual ingredients for the chili, no topping your chili during taste testing. Some people like to throw shredded cheese or diced onions or crackers or something on their chili before they eat it. That's fine, but only when people are coming through to get a bowl of chili after they've voted can you do that. For the actual tasting, it needs to come out of your chili pot into a tasting cup and straight to the tasters. Nothing to alter the taste or texture or anything of the chili from how it left your chili pot. That's the way we are doing the voting. So no topping during tasting. Next is, it must be chili. You might make the world's greatest chicken noodle soup or gumbo or jambalaya or potato soup. That is awesome, but this is a chili cook-off. So what this comes from is, in this last year, there was one in particular that, while it was good, after polling all of the cooks and some of the people that we knew that came and voted and everything, it was pretty unanimously agreed that that was not chili and it shouldn't have counted. We counted it that year, but it wasn't chili. So, you know what chili is. Don't try to go, well, I make the best chicken noodle soup ever, I'll bring the chicken noodle soup and call it clear homesick chili or something like that. It's not chili. Now, what we've put in place to know if something is technically chili or not, we discussed it, and it came down to, if half the world would argue adamantly that it's chili, then it's chili. For example, white chicken chili. Half the world says, no, that's not chili. Half the world says it absolutely is chili. So that counts. Make white chicken chili if you want. Half the world says chili should not have pasta. The other half says it absolutely should have pasta. Or spaghetti if you're from Cincinnati. By all means, a lot of people say that's absolutely chili. So it counts. Some people say chili shouldn't have beans. If you want to put beans in your chili, that's fine, because people argue that it is and isn't pretty heavily on both sides. So that counts. What doesn't count is, for example, no one puts rice in their chili. So if you're making a big pot of jambalaya or gumbo that's filled with rice, and obviously is not chili, you know it's not. Just respect that everyone else is trying their hardest with the chili. You might make the greatest soup in the world. If it's not chili, though, don't make it. Make a bowl of chili. That being said, you must have a list of ingredients ready just in case of allergies. Either you need to be able to list off every ingredient if someone asks, or you need to have a paper that you can hand them with all the ingredients listed. Either one is fine. It's just if someone comes and says, I'm allergic to this or I have allergies, what's in this? They need to be able to know. As far as tasting supplies goes, spoons, cups, bowls, tasting cups, you provide that yourself. So you come with your chili supplies, your chili pot, and your own spoons and tasting cups. And if you want to bring a folding table or something like that to sit your things on, by all means do that, but you'll be providing that stuff yourself. Next, your chili must have a spiciness rating of 1 to 10. 1 being sweet, no spice whatsoever. 10 being it's got chopped up ghost pepper in it and it will hurt you if you eat it. If it's going to cause legitimate physical pain, it is a 10. A little bitey, a little burn, a little tingle, 5. Just kind of use that as your guide. If it's going to be super painful, it's a 10. If it's going to be super sweet and not spicy at all, it's a 1. But you must have a spiciness rating on your chili. Some people are very bothered by spice, and they need to have a heads up. Your chili must have a name. Think of a unique name. It can be something that has to do with the ingredients. It can be something you made up out of thin air. It can be some weird quirky name. We don't care. Your chili has to have a name because of the way voting works. That being said, voting is another reason why, if you can get a hold of us ahead of time, that'd be great, just so we can be a little more prepared. Up at the front where people check in, they'll be given a token, and there will be several what look kind of like piggy banks there with the names of the chilies on them. They'll go taste all their chilies, and whichever one they like the best, they'll drop their token in there. So it's anonymous, and they just stick it in, and there's no way for anyone to mess things up or anything like that. It's an anonymous way to vote for the one you like. These people will also be given a note sheet so they can take notes of the chili they like. And that being said, if you are a cook, $5 is for your cooking team to enter. If you're one person, it's $5. If your cooking team is 2 people, it's still only $5. It's not 10 because you're only making 1 pot of chili. It's $5 per entry into it. But if you're a cooking team of 2, you'll both be given a token to vote, which brings us to prejudging. Prejudging will start at 11:30 on Saturday. And that is the time where everyone that's made a chili should have it done at this point at 11:30, and we will now go and start mingling around and trying everyone else's chili. And that's when we get a chance to vote. We all vote too. Everyone gets a token, and you can vote for your favorite chili. You cannot vote for your own. That is a rule. We're not saying please don't vote for your own. You can't vote for your own. Now, it's an honor system on that. No one's going to be sitting there spying on you when you're dropping your vote. It's supposed to be anonymous anyway. But please, don't vote for your own chili. It is a rule. Vote for someone else's chili that you like the most. It wouldn't be fair if you have 2 people cooking on a team and they both vote for their own chili, and everyone else only has 1 to vote for themselves. So the rule is you do not vote for yourself. You vote for the one that you like the taste of the best, not who you're best friends with, who you like the taste of the chili the best. Then tasting for the public will be 12 o'clock to 2, noon to 2. People can come in, pay their entry, get their note sheet and their token, taste all the chili, make their vote, and then they can go and just eat as much chili as they want. And we can also grab a bowl of someone else's chili or our own chili or whatever you want. But that's the way to go. And then at 2 o'clock, we'll tally up all of the votes and announce the winner. There's no second, third, fourth. One winner takes the trophy and the pot of all the entry fees. So the $5 entry fee from the cooks, the entry fee from the tasters, all goes into one pot, and the winner gets their trophy that says 7th annual Chili Cook-Off winner and the pot of cash. It's winner take all for everything. We aren't making any money off this. This is just so we can keep having fun doing something we love and give everyone else a chance to have fun with it too. One more time, if you can, send us a message to let us know that you want to cook or you're going to be cooking, and we can just be a little more better prepared. I'll be out there camping the night before. My co-host will be out there camping. So we'll be there and we'll be ready. If you have any other questions, send me a message, shoot him a message, drop a comment, whatever. I don't care. We'll be happy to get back with you and answer anything you might have. But thanks. Hope to see you out there.